Welcome to Common Hood. This is your OG Simon P, and I have my man Calvin today. And today we're gonna hit a little sensitive topic that's seeming to be trending with this thing called polygamous.
Oh, Lord.
Polygamous relationships. Calvin,
Oh man.
you for it or you against it? Give your honest opinion.
I'm for it.
You for it?
I'm for it based on, the individual people, put it that way. The ones who want it, the ones who want to do it.
The ones who want to do it.
I'm for it.
Well, it's pros to it.
Oh yeah.
And it's cons. Mm-hmm. Give your view of what some pros that you may be beneficial for those that choose that lifestyle.
Well, if I give a pro to it, you got one dynamic, which is the man, and he has a woman, and a woman. I guess you want to put it that way. That's what polygamy is all about. Having more than one.
Having more than one
spouse. So if you got more than one spouse in the household, 3 women in the household, the man is married to all 3, I guess he's with all 3 of them, and they have kids and different things of that nature,
right.
One spouse is going to work, the other one's there watching the kids, they raising them all together.
Right.
The dynamic is, I think a positive aspect of it is, the kids are going to be raised properly, Another dynamic part about it is I believe that if one of the women is not giving the man what he wants, he can go to the other woman, she can give him what he wants. That one ain't giving what he wants. If he got 3 of them, he can go to the other one and get, vice versa.
Well, what gets me is they say it's consensual.
Yeah, it's consensual. They're
like,
adults.
I'm like, this can't be trending over here in America.
It's not trending here, man, buddy. It ain't trending here.
Are we talking about Africa? Are we talking about the Middle East? Are we talking somewhere else? But in this country,
you can't do it, man.
It's not legal. For one, I support the law to be given for that.
Yeah.
For polygamy. As they say, consensual. Because it is becoming more trending, and I often wonder why it's becoming so trending. And I'm like, well, for one, you got a lot of people incarcerated as male.
Okay. So you going that route? Okay, gotcha.
You do.
Yeah.
And then for 2, we done had like 30, 40 years with these females raising men with a lot of single homes.
Gotcha.
So for whatever reasons, they're saying that you can't find a good one these days.
Now,
for whatever reason, that's the thing.
I got to elaborate on that. Just one
go
thing.
ahead.
So when they say they can't find a good one, I'm trying to figure out what's the good one.
Well, you know what a good man is, man.
I believe I'm a good man.
I mean, I think when a woman's saying what's a good man, they want a one man that communicates well with them, help brings the best out of them.
Right.
Of course, it's natural for a woman to have a little security.
Yeah.
But however, security these days, women can do anything a man can do pretty much for his work. Right. Except for all the women got fired in the DEI thing with the current situation. So all those, I hope one of none of those that says that had their good job saying I didn't need one, I can do it all by myself. Because now it's a whole nother subject. The way they did that one, man, that was a little scary situation.
Right.
But and then you have the alternative lifestyle. And the alternative lifestyle, if a lot of men is chosen to be the L, the B, the Q, the T, or whatever it be, a real woman normally don't like to follow behind that.
Right, I got you.
So that's 3 different things that people, I can understand why this behavior is starting to trend just a little bit with the younger generation.
Gotcha.
That's like I say, you got the men incarcerated at an alarming rate. I don't know, the statistics don't care, but that's just what the streets are saying. That's what everybody is saying.
Right.
Then you got this me attitude that I can do it all by myself, which is led to a bunch of single females rearing their families. Like the dynamics of a household now, you see a lot of single women raising children.
I know.
That's really there. Yeah. So as you see the behavior trending, and then for whatever reason God has it set up,
right,
that it's always seemed to traditionally be more women per man.
That's true. It's always been like that, though.
It's always been
like that. Yeah.
Now, other cultures seem to embrace it.
Well, they embrace it good over there in Africa.
Africa,
overseas,
Middle East.
Middle East.
Yeah, it's in the age as well.
Yeah.
I think we the only continent missing out. That's what I'm a proponent. Hey, maybe we need to add that to law as well. They adding all kind of laws anyway.
Yeah, so you got the laws that they added that you can have same-sex marriages.
Right.
I had nothing against that. If they two people love each other, and that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do.
Right.
Which is all right with me.
It is a little unorthodox.
I understand that concept, but
I thought it was like keep it in the closet type.
Nah, it was too much coming out.
Too much. Goddamn Obama, when he signed that law, boy, look at here.
There's too much coming out, man.
It did come out.
If they pass all these laws for different things that take place with two consensual parties, adults, I believe that polygamy should be in there too, because these are consenting adults. They're saying, hey, this is what we want to do. We should be able to do it.
That's what we want to do. But I like some of the pros when you were saying, hey, if you have a polygamous relationship, and typically we looking at it as a male, we don't even want to cover because we always show the one male happy with his three.
Yeah, but you
don't never see the
woman
one female
with the three
happy
men.
with her 3 men, because it's like egotistically wise, there's too much power going on.
Man,
men definitely not gonna do it. And once again, the beautiful character of a woman that does it, they have the more makeup to do it than a male.
A male can't handle it.
I don't think
they can't handle it, man. They wouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Your woman come to you and say, I want to be in a polygamous relationship. I want to have another couple of other dudes,
Yeah.
And you sitting there like, what? I ain't enough for you? I ain't enough for you?
We worry about what we compete. Who the best? But the pros of it is, if you're raising a family as such, each wife, I'm gonna pay so much respect to women for as when women running the house. It's a lot to run a house.
A whole lot, brother.
So when a woman run a house and go to work for you,
that's a beautiful thing.
I think it's a beautiful thing. We got to worry about it. We both coming home tired.
Look, so hey, look here, man. You right about that though.
You're right about that.
You're right about that, because if you go to work and your woman she's at home, she knows she has to go to work too, but you come in that house, your house is spotless, and you come in there, you like, man, ooh, now I've been working all day. She didn't spot the house out there. She gone. She got to go to work too. Now that's a lot. There's some strong women out there, man. So and I take my hat off. I take my hat off to my wife with that part.
And when I look at a polygamy relationship, I say all the men is super rich, because wives do consume all your income. Big time, brother. They're consuming you for rent. Mm-hmm. Some may help you with rent.
Some may.
You pay, but I got you back if something happens. And you hoping that's true. Until you keep seeing that closet get fuller and credit card.
Tags on it. You're like, where did all that come from?
I know.
I got you, man.
But it does have its, like I said, it does have its point when you're saying raising a family. Mm-hmm. For one, it allows a man to have more than one, more kids.
Right.
I look at it as a woman eggs, they only last for so long.
Right.
And when it's over, it's over. A man keeps his thing going for a long time.
Right.
So it has its advantageous moments where you got a lot more support.
Right.
I can't really see the financial advantage of it unless you're a very rich man.
Well, the financial advantage of it is if the women that you're with have careers too. But if
that's another subject. Yeah. All this stuff, I'm gonna come back to it. Mm. Was it better when a woman was in the house, and when it was in the house, was the culture of everything much better? Because you have this adage saying, and we ain't gonna hit this now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to come back to that.
Right.
Was it better when women were in the house? And I know that's a sore subject. I ain't knocking women, man.
Yeah.
A woman can shoot a gun. A woman can fix a car.
Right.
A woman can lay electrical wires.
Right.
They can do any and everything.
Right.
Women are very intuitive, very insightful.
Very smart.
Very smart.
Very smart creatures. Yeah.
So I'm not knocking it at all. Don't say that word, creature.
Very smart creatures.
They're very smart creatures. They're very smart, but from a culture point of view, when you look at America here, when you think of having this marriage, where you only can have one.
Let me go back. I got to piggyback off that a little bit, where you can only have one.
You only can have one.
Yeah, see, that's something that
was not legal yet.
Yeah. So that was to me, I believe that the one thing was a man-made type thing, because in the Bible, in the Old Testament, man, I mean, the Bible said God said, "Be fruitful and multiply," which means that you can only be so fruitful with one individual woman.
Right.
You see, and if you only fruitful with one individual woman, that means that you got this. You're gonna stop at that one individual woman, or in the Old Testament they had more than one wife.
But when you saying be fruitful,
yeah.
And the eggs can't bear no more.
You gotta have kids with someone else.
You have
like
kids
you
with
take
someone
Abraham,
else.
You take Abraham and Sarah, for instance. You go back to that. When the handmaiden, she gave Abraham a handmaiden to have another kid, another seed by.
Right.
So you're looking at this thing like, okay, this happened in the Old Testament. What this new law say that we can't have more than one wife? What did that come in at? So people take the scripture and they twist it a little bit when Jesus Christ came along and he said certain things in the Bible, and they take it and they twist it a little bit, say, oh, we only supposed to have one. Yeah, I mean, it's deeper than that, man.
I don't know who twisted it.
I
don't know if they twisted to save society. I don't know what happened. I really don't.
But see, you still have polygamy going on, even though people don't realize polygamy is like this. If you're not even married, say you're not married, right? And you just single guy.
They call you a player.
You got a girlfriend here, you got a girlfriend there,
you a player. They call you a dog.
Dog and this and that. Or you're a single woman and you got a male over here and a male over there and a male right here.
They call you unstable. They call the women the B word. Yeah. They call them no good. So they have these negative connotations as a cheater, which is another proponent why if it was polygamy,
you can't cheat.
You can't cheat. You can't be called a dog. You can't be called a whore.
Because you all agreed to that relationship.
And that's the key.
Yeah, all agreed. Yeah. I can't very well go. I'm married. I've been married almost 29 years. I can't very well go out there and say, I won't live in a polygamy. Man, look.
Your sister called you that you might have to sneak and peek, but you ain't gonna.
I come home like, polygamy, what? Wham.
Yeah, I know. But everything expires in a relationship, though.
Things expires.
So when things expires,
you got to try to renew it.
And you're trying to renew that energy. Mm-hmm. And when you don't renew that energy, you say, man, I've been with my lady 20 years, man. We just ain't doing it like we want to do. But, little young girl at the job just keep bothering me.
She's going to keep bothering you. Now, even though this we want to go there. If you say it expires, right? If we want to go there, say for instance, you and your wife, y'all having a problem, and then you feel like the marriage is not there hot anymore or whatever, and y'all got problems going on, and two individual people is not really talking about it. They're not even talking about it, right? And so you got the young hot thing at the job pushing up on you, but you can't really talk to your spouse about what's really going on, and she can't talk to you about really going on.
You talking about what's going on with the young girl? No. Or talking about our problems?
Our problems.
Yeah.
And, that type of thing. And then, and type 2 people, it could be vice versa. It could be her, going to the job and big young stud, buck on the job, talking about some,
It can be vice versa, but because it's not our culture, we look at it as so wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's infidelity. Like I said, we use those words.
Yeah.
Infidelity.
Yep.
Adultery. Adultery.
Yeah.
The Bible say, adultery, you go to hell. But then I come back and say, Lord. Many marriages fail.
Many marriages fail, man. Many marriages fail.
Because we can't be honest.
So we can't be honest. And that's the problem. That's the problem with sometimes marriages, we can't sit down. Okay, now take it for instance, you having a problem sexual-wise in your marriage. Your wife's not doing what you do, right?
It to you. We done got a little older.
You got a little older, whatever. But your libido still fire. You're still on fire, right? So basically, you're on fire, but you should be able to have enough comfortability in yourself and your wife to be able to go talk to her and say, look, I'm going through this right here. We got to come up with some type of solution. What kind of solution can we come up with? And then it's this polygamy thing come back up. You know what I'm talking about?
But what I'm saying is, you take the cheater, or you take the whore, you take the bitch, you take the playboy or the playette.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, polygamy was going on anyway.
It was going on.
The only difference is I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
And that's why I say the polygamy relationships versus the ones that are monogamous. I just think that the ones in a marriage may not be as honest as the people that are polygamy. At least they know.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, you know, you shouldn't have to. It should be a kind of a small alarm clock going on about, hey, it's been a little minute, or why we not talking, or whatever.
Why we're not doing this and that.
Yeah. You really hit some dry spots when you have a long-term relationship. And we have to accept that fact. You
mentioned something about, I think you mentioned to me a while back, you said something about if one of the individual people were having like a medical condition.
Right.
And they can come together and they can talk about it and they make a decision based on, I love you, but right. I need some type of outlet. You know, I need some type of outlet, you know, type of thing. Like the man can have ED, erectile dysfunction.
You know, if the man have the ED, or the man is, or the man become unattracted to his spouse, or the spouse come unattracted. Like I don't have the same shape I had when I met my wife.
None of us do.
So you know, I know you need to get rid of that. I ain't sexy no more. Like,
you know what you remind me of? Hey, it was a little TikTok thing with the dude talking about the rent dude, and he came out, his head was slicked to the side. He was doing one of them.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't sexy no more. So accept the fact that we gonna be excited about other people all our lives.
Yeah,
that's what you got eyes for.
Yeah.
You're gonna be excited. Mm-hmm. You know, you can watch.
Now we're more truthful. Man, I think men are more truthful than to say, hey, I was looking right there, you know.
But the wives know that.
Yeah, but they not as openly.
No, they not as open. They more smooth.
Smooth with it. Now I could be at the gym, and I'm put it out there. I'd be at the gym working out, and my wife with me, she working out. I see women in there with the tights on, and I see dudes in there buff, you know, like hey. So I'm looking at my wife. Now, if she's looking, it's okay with me because that's part of nature. You're gonna see somebody more attractive than you are.
You know, some women have an understanding that you look.
Yeah,
and let that be.
Let that be, yeah. But some of them don't.
Some of them don't. So depending on what you have. So here are some things that I think that we trigger. We're gonna keep it on polygamy.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go back to it. Because you mentioned something a while back. You said it's not about perfection,
right?
But the connection.
Yeah, exactly.
So when the connection starts leaving in your marriage, just think about what happens.
That connection. Once that connection point is broken, guess what? The energy's gone.
The energy is
gone. Same way with a plug. You plug a plug into the socket, bring forth the energy. Take it out.
When that energy is gone, that energy goes somewhere.
Yeah, it does.
So I guess when our energy goes somewhere, it's just when we become cheaters, whores, bitches, liars.
Oh yeah, that's what happens.
Dishonest. Because you may be trying to convey this unhappiness there, but at the end of the day, this unhappiness feeling that you're having, you weren't able to convey this in your relationship.
You might have tried.
You might have tried, but you love that person now, and you say, hey, I ain't gonna leave my wife. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of men that have been in these 40 and 50-year marriages, they always say, how did you make it? There's more that say I had a spare tire or somebody I was connected to outside,
right,
than the ones that say her and her alone, I never did anything.
Right.
That's such a small percentage. Most men have said, yeah, I got caught out there one time, or whatever the case may be, or I did it, didn't get caught, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And there was other things besides just sex. And that'd be the thing. You mentioned values of polygamy, but when we mention, everybody say it's just sex. Sex for a man. It's not just that.
You can make love to a man's mind.
Right.
A woman can make love to a man's mind. Right. It ain't got nothing to do with sex.
Feed his ego.
Feed his ego, man. Feed his ego.
Feed his ego.
When you feed that man's ego, that man's gonna be like, whoa, where? And if you're not getting that ego fed at home, guess what happens? You know, that energy goes somewhere else.
It goes somewhere else.
Same thing with a female now. I mean,
vice versa.
Vice versa. But
we just don't handle it as good.
No, we don't handle it as good now.
That'd be the difference.
It's a different type of. It's an ego involved with us, man. You know, we get the women, man. It's like, okay,
man, I can't imagine my lady and me agreeing with one or two other dudes. Hell no. But for me, I'd be like, well, baby, you ain't got to worry about
Yeah. It's a difference. It's a total difference.
You ain't gotta worry about it.
You know what? It shouldn't even be like that, but it is.
But I think the reason why I think men can do things that don't have a lot of emotions in it.
Yeah.
But these days, man, it's saying that women slinging that.
Man, look, man, women. You know what? I believe that women.
It's all about money now. What?
Man, look. What you got? It's the thing.
And boy, and the man that got it, boy, you use it real quick to get it to keep moving.
Yep.
Not knowing, baby, that wasn't the way. That wasn't the way to get me. I just paid to play. Now that I'm done playing, on to the next. So when we would lose that, we know relationships are not perfect, and we know we lose that connection sometimes when they not get perfect. Mm-hmm. So let's just give us some example. Like when you went in your relationship, and sometimes when there is no connection within your monogamous relationship, your marriage,
right.
First thing to do is somebody lose happiness.
Yep, and the thing is, I found out as long as I've been married, I can never ever totally make my spouse happy. Never, not totally happy. And the same thing with her. She can't. I believe that she can't very rarely make me happy.
But that's not each other's responsibility.
Exactly. It's expectations put on that thing, man.
It's expectations put on it, and when you have those expectations, that equals to that perfection. Like, I can't never be good for you. And then the other thing is about accepting someone for who they are.
You gotta accept them for who they are, man. But you gotta be comfortable to be accepting that person for who they are too.
But when you just do and say child boo, when you just be like that, and somebody else on the outside, Kevin, I appreciate all the hard work you do.
Yeah, man.
And you keep hearing that, and this girl 5'9", 160 pounds, solid curves everywhere, and you home with your lady aging with you, but she's saying, I wasn't worried about your little belly. I just like the way you move.
What you say?
Now, at this point, do you become a cheater? At this point, do you become that hoe?
You better be strong in your mind, brother. And you gotta be real strong in your mind.
So that's why I say the polygamous relationship people, I'm gonna go back to it, they be real more honest.
Yeah, got you.
So when we don't do it, and like I said, your spouse don't change, or your boyfriend or girlfriend situation don't change, well, you saying, man, my happiness has been coming at your expense.
And you wasted all that time, all those years, trying to please that individual person, but nothing ever came back from it.
Nothing came back,
and so
you're
losing sight of the relationship.
Exactly.
And so I look at that thing, like I said, I've been married almost 29 years, and it's not like
you about to get your 30th anniversary.
You're about to get the 30 in, man. So it's not like it's all gravy. It's not.
It takes some real work.
Yeah, it does.
Going back to polygamy again. You don't have to work as hard now, man. I got her for that.
All women.
Yeah, I got baby. You don't have to cook tonight. Sheila gonna cook over here, so I'm gonna go over there, eat the collard greens and the barbecue chicken and the yellow rice, the cornbread with the Kool-Aid, because you don't want to cook tonight, and it's okay. Neither one of us want to cook, but Sheila saying, I got you today. Babe, I'm going over there.
It ain't happening, brother. For the ones who agree with it, it can happen. But see, here's the thing, man. It is not gonna happen if you married and you guys come to a standstill in your marriage. You got to work that thing out. You got to work it out some type of way. That polygamy thing, unless the two people agree with it, mine ain't finna agree with it. I know that for a be fact.
Would you be happier if she agreed with it?
No, man.
You want to be happy?
I think it'll cause more problems for me.
You think it causes you more problems?
I think it'll cause more problems for me, man.
What kind of problems?
Well,
what if the woman
you can't
have a polygamy with?
If I didn't have
there's no financial attachment with it.
But I tell you like this: if the woman wasn't from this country, put it that way, from the United States, if she was from another country, she understood the polygamy type thing. And I had a spouse that wasn't from this country. She said it was okay.
Well, you already say your spouse say it ain't.
Yeah.
So would you be willing to go to one of those countries that allow it?
I mean, yeah, if I wasn't married, I'd be gone tomorrow. I'd be like, hey, yeah.
So it's like going back to the 17, 18, and they show you the world on how it really is.
Right.
And they say on this part of the world, instead of cheating, being called a whore, being called a dog,
right,
and adultery, you can move over here
and do your thing.
And you might can have you 2 women. I think 2 is enough.
Yeah, you can't.
I think 2 is enough, but that's still a whole lot because a woman requires so much
attention. A lot,
and relationships require so much that it's so much to learn how to become one that's the fascination of those marriages that are good.
You know, and
the determination to work through that shit.
Work through it. If you can, do it. If not, then 2 people got to come to the conclusion, say, this ain't working. This ain't working. This ain't gonna work. You know, and you know, you see marriages, man, they like 40 years, 30, 20 years, and next thing you know, they split, and you like, man, they stayed together all this time. And you ask yourself, what happened?
Man.
And that's thing you always hear about the cheating
There's
thing.
more that's not married now.
Yeah.
Than there is that is married.
I know.
And of those that are married, it appears to be a small percentage that's really this happily marriage.
Exactly. And you would never know unless they come out and tell you that they're not happy.
So would you like to ask Donald Trump to, before he leave president, like Obama did his thing with making sure that a certain community get to have their rights.
Yep.
Do you think we should pass the law? This would be available.
Yeah.
A polygamous law that say, hey, it's okay in America if you guys agree to it to have that.
I think he should, because it's all consenting adults.
All consenting adults.
These people are adults. I mean, you cannot. It's like putting bracelets or handcuffs on somebody saying you can't do this.
Right.
When you're grown and you're an adult,
and it should be treated the same way as the alternative lifestyle community.
Exactly.
That at the end of the day, whether you accept it or not, they should have that right.
Their right to do that.
To love who they want to love.
Who they want to love and who they want to be with.
Who they want to be with. Exactly.
And I believe that goes across the board. You know, I believe that everybody that's grown and they have their own way of thinking. And I mean, I can't very well tell you, because you're a grown man, come in your house and tell you how to run your household, because that's your household. You're grown. You know, you're grown.
Correct.
You know, so if these people are going out here and this is what they want to do, and they have a whole scope of, hey, we're all grown adults. Let's get it down. Let's do you know.
Man, you talking like that? That's why that's whatever P Diddy going through. That man shouldn't even be in jail. Then if we gonna have it like that, he shouldn't be in jail. So you know, sometimes for me, too many polygamists. I'm for a good marriage.
I am too.
But I want a good marriage.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
The thing.
You have to want that.
You have to want that. You have to want that.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying that I couldn't, because if I can turn the crystal ball now, I probably would go ahead and take the polygamy and say, no, let me live on that side of the country and see how it is.
Right.
I can have a big family, and
huge.
Instead of limiting it to it's like here, you get your 2 or 3 kids, that's enough. Back in the day, women used to have way more kids, children.
Yeah.
More family structure was there.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe I'm looking at a monogamous thing. Maybe it's not working because the family structure is not there.
Right. Well,
it's not there like it used to be, man. So we got to get back to that. But what's wrong with it? You know, I feel like they say a woman cutoff time, once she get in her 40s and 50s, it's high risk for her to have children.
Yeah.
And it's like they have an issue of saying living too long. Well, if I started to have my kids 18, 19, and 16, 17 years old, and now I get about 38 or 40, all of them grown.
Yeah. I mean,
that's about how my situation was. All of them was about grown.
Right. So
legally, I could have remarried again at 45 and get somebody 30, 35 years old
and had some more kids.
And had more kids with her, with a second group of children.
Yeah.
It's okay because, hey, this woman said she wasn't going to have no more kids, don't want no more kids, done told you that's going to be it, I'm closing up shop. And that choice that they make, I think that's another law. You go ahead and sign it on a contract that you saying you don't have your kids, but your husband saying, well, I might want one more a little later down the road.
Hey, man.
I might want another kid a little later down the road. What's wrong with that?
I think, you know, like I'm 53 now, and I feel like I'm in good shape and everything like that.
You in good shape.
And I think that I still got a lot of more in me.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to have more kids or whatever.
Man, hey, Al Pacino was what?
Huh?
How would they say Al Pacino was in Robert De Niro?
Man, I can't remember.
Dr. Seaver. I think all three of them had a baby over 75 years old.
I think men can do that. A lot of women can't.
Exactly.
And it's one of those things where the couple or the individual people have to come up with the conclusion and say, hey, you know.
Yeah, just look at it this way. If you're a 50-year-old and you're married and you're late at 55 or whatever the case may be in those 50s, most women can't at that point.
No. They haven't had something happen to them, whatever. And
you know how much energy a kid bring in the house? A child?
A whole lot, brother.
But wouldn't it be unique for her to say, Calvin, I like this young girl right here. If she selected you, go ahead. Go ahead. 'Cause I think this was going to be happening in the damn future, man. Yeah, because
I believe
there's too many women saying there's not no men out there. Everybody say men are no good across the board, whether you're a white man, black man, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Definitely in the black community, definitely you have less men in the household now.
Right.
Now, even though some of that shit may be orchestrated with. You can have a baby at 17 and you get on welfare for free and you don't need a man.
Right.
You know, I know that's a problem with that.
Right.
But with that being said, you know, there's some positive things with having a polygamous relationship.
Like I said.
If it can be with morals and values.
That it has to be with morals and values.
Yeah. It can't just be a dog.
You can't be a dog with it. Not only that, you have to be able to, they all each have to understand the makeup of the whole group of things. The whole group, the whole thing has to be understood, you know, because it's the same thing. If your woman give you permission to go out here and get you another chick on the side or whatever, and she give you that permission, this chick on the side, your woman don't even know who that chick is or who she is. And next thing you know, she gave you permission now.
Yeah.
And what she might say, don't catch feelings. Don't you catch feelings?
A man can do it without catching feelings.
Now, what she's telling you, don't catch feelings. Now, you might be able to not catch feelings, but that other chick is gonna catch feelings.
Oh yeah.
She gonna catch some feelings.
Oh yeah.
And then these two individual women now, they don't know each other, but she gave you permission to do it. And this polygamy thing, now I'm talking about American polygamy. I ain't talking about all this stuff. I'm talking about how it would probably go down. You know how it would probably go down. You got permission.
That's another thing. Get rid of the contract.
Yeah, you know. That part.
Contract always got to protect something.
Yeah. But you got permission. She gave you permission. You go out here, you find one, and then you got your permission, you do your thing with that one. Next thing you know, this one over here catching feelings, she might have got knocked up, got pregnant or whatever. You go back to your woman and say, hey, you gave me permission, but I got a baby coming over here. Now you gave me permission now. Now here come the conflict. Here come the war.
You know, I think the war is because of the financial impact.
Right.
So I guess a man have to either be able to afford all that responsibility if you can. Now it's easy in one house, meaning I have a compound house and you live over here and Monday I come stay with you and Tuesday I come stay with you.
Right.
Oh no, that ain't working. You gonna have your butt in this bed. At least my wife gonna want you in this bed every night. Whether we doing something or not, you gonna have your butt here.
I got you.
You gonna have your butt here. So I don't know how they do it now. I don't know if they living all in the house or they just have different ones, but I like to have that conversation that if you could go back in the hands of time to say, well, you know, ideally, how many children would you like to have?
Right.
And woman say, I don't want but 1 or 2. Well, I like 9. You know, I come from a family. Like in your case, you say, hey, you had a rough upbringing.
I did, yeah.
So you may want more kids.
Right.
Like I want the prior name to populate a little bit.
Right.
Do I love you is 2, but for me,
yeah,
we only had 2 girls.
Right.
I love my girls, but I want to see if I can have some boys.
So we got a blended family, you know. I never had any kids, but my wife I'm with now for the 29 years. We got a blended family. I had kids out, you know, outside my marriage. Well, before I was married to, I was married before. So my kids from my first wife is my kids from my first wife. You
exactly.
know? And then she had hers from her her exes. So our blended, but I never had kids with her. I wanted kids with her. We tried, but it never could happen. It couldn't happen. It didn't happen.
I think that's an incident where it should have been considered, though. I know it's hard for her to accept that. Why did you have to go mess with Neil Long to get a baby or whatever the case?
Right.
Neil say, no, I just wanted one. You know, for me, that's what it'd be. You know, hey, catch one, some of them that got a little bang. Hey, that's cool, baby. I'll just keep them on the weekend or whatever the case may be. And you know,
but
hey,
like I said,
you have a majority of the time, you satisfied your ego because you want to be a single woman all your life. And now all of a sudden you want kids. So we've been working together for 20 years and you decided that your character, how you carry yourself, I want that seed to be planted.
Right.
Because I can't find no one. I don't want one. I'm happy with my life.
Right.
But I want to raise a child. I want to sometimes women want to feel completed.
Right.
Like sometimes when having a child. It's just like when a man don't have a kid, you say, boy, you ain't really live no life. You ain't raised no kids.
Right.
And sometimes a woman feel like,
I ain't never had that.
I know I'm a woman. I done had a kid or two.
Yeah.
You have 1 or 9.
Yeah.
That happens. That's like that's that solidification, man. So I tell you, Kevin, I already know you're a married man.
Oh yeah.
That you definitely don't choose polygamy.
I mean, I don't choose it, but I agree with it.
You agree with it?
Yeah, I agree with it.
You agree
I'll
with
go,
it?
I'll be
I agree with it so much that I say change the law.
Yeah,
that way we eliminate all these negative terms about you cheated on me.
Now
you
the structure, you have to have boundaries, like you said, within changing that law for that. Right. Because it can go butt wild out there. They can get butt wild out there.
I guess you're signing the same thing, but at the same time, when you have, I think in the negative, the cons of it is, you know, how you gonna give all that attention? If a woman deserve attention, just like the man want attention.
And one woman claimed that you can't even give her a whole bunch of attention.
Exactly.
You know, so 3 of them.
How it's gonna be more equitable,
man.
For as the finance, you gotta be a rich man.
You gotta be.
You gotta be a rich
man.
Or they live very, very humbly.
Yeah.
So I guess so. Does the American woman need to change? Because America's more materialistic. Whereas when you think of the women over there in Asia,
they live meek over there.
They live with a little more meekness and humble. But they're great women though.
They're great women.
They're still great women now. They're great women.
I think our society has given, not to speak bad about any of our women in America, but the way our society is, it's that you owe me.
You supposed
entitlement.
To. That's right. Yeah, the entitlement. Are you supposed?
You supposed to do this.
You supposed.
You know, you the man. You supposed to do all the bills, pay my bills, and do this and that. And do
Sometimes
that,
they put it, as Scarface said from the rap group, Ghetto Boys, when he said they put a price tag on the man's word.
Yeah.
That word is manipulated to suit your needs and interests at that time. That's why you got 1,000 churches around here.
Man.
But like I say, man, when you get in a marriage, and if you do lose sight of your marriage and you do lose happiness, sometimes you maybe just lose yourself in it. You know, I think it opens a door for that. So I'm gonna end this conversation with polygamy, and I just want to, I don't know if you can recall watching the movie Fences with Denzel Washington and I believe Viola Davis. You know, there was a scene in that movie where this man was a garbage worker, worked home, came every day, kept up the house, doing what routine stuff though. And back in those times, the woman, she stayed home and she worked, cleaned, and when he came home, he had his hot plate ready.
Right.
And he get to have his drink with his boy, and they go ahead and go. But there was a scene when he stepped out of his home and fathered a child. Right. And when he fathered the child, you know, he had to tell her that I got a baby. Right. And she's like, what? How you what? You got a baby? What? It's like, what you got? Yes, Rose. Troy got a baby. And she like, what? You got a baby? How could you do this? And he says, she made me happy.
You know, that's so crucial, man.
I went over there. I don't have to worry about all these bills.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about I've been stagnated since I have a family. Yeah. Like he getting a low end job, stagnated, and he just felt like there was a lot of pressure. So the outlet was the other woman.
Now, she might have fed him. The other woman probably fed him his ego, fed his mind, all kind of things. He probably got that made him happy.
And she didn't ask for no damn money.
Yeah, that part too. It's another one that
because that's why he was over there so much too. He didn't have to worry. He said he didn't have to worry about anything but relaxing.
Now here's another thing too. Another movie. I'm gonna cut it short. It's called Harlem Nights. And so this guy on the movie, you know, and this chick named Sunshine. Okay, Sunshine was the top producer, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he got with Sunshine.
That's a little different than Fences, though.
Yeah, but it's different, but it's not different because he got with Sunshine.
He made his decision quick.
I don't call home. Kid got on, put your mom on the phone. I ain't never come home.
You know what they say about them pretty black cobblers, man. Once you go black.
Oh man, it was different. What I'm saying is,
never go back.
Well, it could have been. She could have been a white one, but I'm saying the difference is he came outside of his household, and over here he got fulfillment somewhere that he wasn't getting in his household. He called home and told I ain't never coming home.
Yeah, but in Fences, you got to hear the woman response.
Yeah.
Though you a garbage man, at some point I realized you weren't gonna be no more than that.
Oh snap! Right now that hit him. I know that had to hit him.
She told Troy that.
He told him that at some point.
But I loved you anyway.
Right.
I stood up in the gap
for you.
I let you lead.
Yeah.
I did what you say.
Yeah.
And you still go do this to me.
Yeah, I got you.
So that's what I mean when I say that. Sometimes when a marriage go bad, it's hard to be honest at this point.
Yeah.
They say the truth, let the truth be told unless it kill you.
Yeah.
And there's some women you be like, if you tell it,
it's over with.
I'm talking about tell it before you even do it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna never recover off that. Yeah, especially if you say, well, they ain't changed since. I mean, it's like that, but you still can't do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say, and the marriage is the traditional way that we have it here, that sometimes it may be that we have the high divorce rates because we're not honest.
Yeah.
And for those that are in the polygamy relationships or have that culture that allows it, for whatever reason, they have big families, families taking care of each other, and communities are built.
Right.
More village type community, and you don't have that now.
Is it the Amish community that have that type of polygamy thing going on? Is it Amish people?
Oh man,
I think it is the Amish.
Is it the Amish that have that?
I gotta look at that.
It's one of those religions where
I think it's the Amish.
that they can have plenty wives.
Yeah.
But they live in frugal.
They live in.
You don't see them in the materialistic
no,
things.
man.
You see a button-down shirt.
Whole community thriving together.
The whole community thriving together. So
yeah.
something working. It's agreeing.
Yeah.
Now I just think people just don't like it that hey, he got 21 kids and 5 different women.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't bother you.
Not at all. And they got their own little community.
They got their own little community.
Yeah.
So if they can have a law for the marriage and sign a contract on that, they got a law for that if you can love whoever you want to love, you can two of the same can love on each other, and they should have the same marital rights as the other. Like the polygamous thing have to be addressed, in my opinion. And I think it is to eliminate all this and stuff that we're talking about. That was adultery, you're a form, you're a cheater, you're a whore, the girl is, you obsessed with somebody on the outside.
Right.
I mean, all of those things are there. And I'm sure in a polygamous relationship, they have the same thing as you do in a traditional monogamous marriage.
Exactly.
The difference is they don't have to carry all the weight.
Exactly. They're all working together.
They all working together.
I got you.
They all working together.
So what I'm saying to you is, I'm down for him.
You down for him?
I'm down for him.
Calvin gonna stay married.
Calvin gotta stay married. Calvin gotta stay married.
Well, I hope you don't come tomorrow and say, hey man, my wife said it's okay.
No, that ain't happening. You met my wife, boy. That ain't happening, boy.
Well, I got a good old Jamaican girl.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, man, we all have to kind of celebrate our own individualism that we do have.
Yes.
But we're not here to live alone. So there's going to have a human connection, whether you want to go married or whether you want to be a polygamist. So if you don't want to be called a cheater, pimp, player, whore, bitch, slut, or whatever the case, this is say, hey, you know what? Before I go through all of that, let me just talk to these 3 girls and say, hey, we're gonna try this dating thing together. But the thing of it is, it's just the act of the sexual intimacy you may have with each other. That is why it's such a hard thing to have.
That's a hard thing for me to grab hold of.
And that's what it's hard for everybody to grab hold of as well.
Exactly.
That's what's so hard about it. So how you gonna have all that power in one room and that energy, man? Where that gonna spill at?
Buddy, that's another segment on that one.
That's like we getting older as men. Well, I ain't putting it down like I was in my 18s and 19s and 20s. I don't know about you, unless you got one old, they always talking about that red pill. You want the blue pill now?
I don't need those. I don't need those.
I'm like, take all them pills away. Can you really hang? Then what if your spouse can? You say, well, baby, I kind of like your friend John.
Like I said, man, you're going right back on this thing, because that's those two things that you just talked about. That's what's going to happen. That's the problem. That's the problem with it. That is the problem with that, because I cannot imagine me sitting there, and I'm married 30 years, and it's easy for a man to say, your spouse come to you and say, hey, you can go out there and get whoever you want. I'm good. Make sure you come home.
You come home. You take care of home.
Take care of home. We good. Now it's easy for a man to accept that, but then you can't accept it when the woman come to you and say, hey, look, I like your friend John, your friend Tim, your friend Kenny. I want all 3 of them to be in our relationship.
And wrapping it up, man, I guess men get different passes that women just don't get.
Exactly.
It was like that 100-something years ago. It's gonna stay that way now, and that's just the way it is. Yeah. So thank you for joining us today. We hope you like it. We hope you subscribe to it, and we hope you share it.
Yes.
This is Common Hood. Simon P, your OG.
Calvin.
With my man Calvin. We out.